one day you're gonna be able to do that.
Listen,
It's coming.
listen.
It's coming.
You can go fuck yourself.
That's not nice.
Listen, neither was your
That
comment.
really wasn't.
Neither was your comment.
But just because I go vote.
Did you get the notes?
Yes, I did.
Did you fucking get the notes?
Let the record show. My hair swings too, buddy.
The Eric is the only person with no hair here. It's by choice.
What did he do to you?
Well, he hasn't been.
You know what, Eric can do what? What's his name from the 85 South show? Chico Bean. Chico Bean grew his shit out, and his shit starts right here, and that's where his braids start.
No, we're not going. He's not.
Listen, I'm just saying. And today's
I'm gonna get a unit.
And on that note,
listen,
ladies and gentlemen, it is I, the Dreadhead Monster.
If I get a unit, will I still be the Bald Eagle?
No.
You can be whatever you want to be.
Be Eagle.
You can be whatever you want to be.
You'll be Eagle.
The wavy Eagle.
The wavy Eagle.
But for right now, I'm still the Bald Eagle.
It's me, Mr.Celebration, but I've been given the name Mr. Showtime, so deal with that.
It's 100 Sports.
Yeah, man, we're back. Thank you all for coming, man. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you all for watching.
Man. We appreciate
the band is back together.
Last week. Did a hell of a job.
Listen, man, I love T-Night, but nothing's changed. I still want to punch him in the face. I don't know what it is about him. I just want to punch him in the face.
He's watching, man.
Listen, I love you, bro. Like, we've had this discussion. There's nothing I'm saying behind your back. I don't know what it is about you. I don't like your face.
His chest,
well, listen, I didn't.
That's how I feel about Rafael Nadal.
I don't like. That's how I feel about me.
Wow.
No,
I was just gonna say you could have kept that.
I don't know why I don't like that dude.
Some people, man,
he got a punchable face, man.
T-Night has a punchable face.
I don't like Rafael. If you could
you won't feel bad about
fight any two celebrities, who would it be? Mine would be
if I could fight
Rafael Nadal and Amy Schumer.
Is this bad?
Why would you fight?
I wanted to fight Ozzie Davis.
Ozzie Davis? The man never did nothing to you.
Man, that's fucked up.
Don't nobody bother the man.
He's never done nothing to me.
Ozzie Davis?
Ozzie Davis?
I would have kept that to myself.
No, man, I got to think. There's some celebrities that shouldn't be famous. And I know.
Raheem.
From Juice?
From Juice.
Raheem?
Radio Raheem?
No, from Juice.
Yeah.
Oh, that Raheem.
He dropped them babies later on in life. He's not Raheem to me anymore.
Wait, dropped the babies?
Yeah, Tyler Perry dropped the babies.
No, that's not him.
That's
Raheem. How much go back and watch it? How much Raheem? That's Michael Ealy.
I want to fight him too.
What the fuck?
No, he raped in that movie. I want to fight him. Raheem raped in that movie. Raheem raped in the movie. Okay, right. He didn't drop the babies. He raped in the movie.
That's bad too.
I want to fight him.
But Michael Ealy dropped
this.
Michael Ealy dropped the babies.
Escalated quickly.
All right, let's get the sports, y'all. We sorry. We turned up at him.
Raheem should.
This guy just confused Michael Ealy with Raheem.
But Raheem raped in the same fucking movie. It's still terrible fucking crime.
I think you need to take a break from Tyler Perry films.
I don't put them on.
I think when they come on, you should leave the room.
I think so.
I think so.
Well,
yeah.
The White Sox sucks and the Cubs sucks. There goes baseball.
Yeah, man. The Sox are 35-47. The Sox are 37-41. It's okay. We're what? Midway through the season. I mean, the Cubs are 37-41. They're fourth in the division.
So I asked a good friend of mine in the group chat I started the conversation with is Ohtani the best MLB player right now? Because I just seen that crazy stat. He had like 10 strikeouts, 2 home runs last night in some game. And my boy Pac, we gonna get him on the show. He loves baseball. He knows baseball.
He's a baseball course.
So we got shout out to Pac. We gonna get Pac-Man on here. But anyways, he said no.
No.
He said no. He said best hitter is Louis Arenaz and the best pitcher is Zach Gallen. So okay, who's the best player overall? Like who's like the best? He said Ronald Acuna. In his opinion, he said the best.
Quinn?
Right now. We're talking about Tony Gwynn.
Here's how I feel on like the greatest
Tony Gwynn.
or like the best topic. Like when you're looking at that, man, it's so many different facets of the game. right? So it's really unfair to have these types of conversations. But what I will say in regards to baseball as a whole, I'm a baseball fan. I played baseball, briefly in my athletic career. This is so many pounds ago.
Just to mention.
So many pounds ago.
No, you pretty much been a big guy. You were just agile.
No, buddy. Listen, I've seen the photos, buddy. I was in my bag back then. But this is the most entertaining baseball has been in that I've ever seen.
Really?
Wow.
Really?
The unprofessionalism.
Really?
Wow. We don't get to shoot so many episodes.
A regular ringtone ain't good enough for you. You did what is this? 2003? You got to have a song playing.
ESTG is also my alarm.
Wow.
So
as I was saying, this is the best. This is the most interesting baseball has been that I've ever seen. Like it's fun. You're excited on both ends. You're not just excited about some hitter who's hitting dingers. Like these infielders are amazing. These outfielders are amazing, and they're turning doubles and triples like it's nothing. But the Cubs and the Sox are they're equally bad. They're both
guys. For my birthday, I'm going to start a riot. I'm going to the Cubs and White Sox games and all my Cubs apparel. I'll see you at fucking Guarantee Rate.
What's wrong? Listen, I'm a Cub fan. Everybody knows this.
What you think gonna happen? You just want to get
nothing?
Not a fucking thing, Rob. I just won't stand on 35th because people speed cars through there and hit people and drive more than
You're from Chicago, bro.
Oh well, hey man, something good that happened to us in hockey.
Yeah, we got the number one.
Connor
Bedard. Is it Bedard?
Yeah.
Bedard.
I would say better, but I could be wrong. But this kid is dope.
They say he the truth.
First of all, this kid he's born in like July of 2005. But this kid, and I say that, listen, I say that because technically we're old enough to be this kid's father.
We're old enough to be his dad.
We're literally old enough to be this kid's father. That's why I brought that up. So is Leo Carlson. These kids are young kids. Like we're old enough to be their parents. Anyway.
So basically we could have had a star.
We could have had if we could have
had star hockey or baseball players.
We could have had a star athlete if we were active at that young and unprotectedly active.
Yeah.
But my point is saying that, but this kid he's highly decorated, man. He's won like tons of awards and trophies. This kid is great.
They thought he was going to tell off last year, and he just went out there and played.
This kid is a stud, man.
Number one pick.
This kid is a stud. 5'8", 185 pounds.
Well, you want to know what I noticed?
5'11".
Not paying enough attention to a hockey. I guess it's better to start your franchise off with a center.
Yeah,
because 1 through 4, and we don't want to leave the other guys out. Leg Carson went to the
Leo.
Leo
Carson.
What kind of fucking fun is that?
Yeah.
So we're just gonna look at each other from all fucking remote places in the backyard.
Yeah, what the fuck's going on?
Woo! You see how I just swung all that shit?
Yeah, man. You're being disrespectful.
Did it hit you?
I got smoke again. So,
hey D.
Save that one for him.
D.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Stop negotiating it.
I ain't saying no negotiation.
No, it's time to go.
Wow. The way he talks, I get confused. You gotta fill in the gaps.
We're recording. One day you're gonna be able to do that.
Listen,
it's coming.
Listen.
It's coming.
You can go fuck yourself.
That's not nice.
Neither was your comment.
That really wasn't.
Neither was your comment.
But just because I go low.
Did you get the notes?
Yes, I did.
Did you fucking get the notes?
Let the record show. My hair swings too, buddy.
The Eric is the only person with no hair here. It's by choice.
What did he do to you?
Well, he hasn't been.
You know what, Eric can do what what's his name from the 85 South show? Chico Bean. Chico Bean grew his shit out, and his shit starts right here, and that's where his braids start.
No, we're not going. He's not.
Listen, I'm just saying. And today's
I'm gonna get a unit.
And on that note,
listen,
ladies and gentlemen, it is I, the Dreadhead Monster.
If I get a unit, will I still be the Bald Eagle?
No.
You can be whatever you want to
I'll
be.
just be Eagle.
You can be whatever you want to be.
You'll be Eagle.
The wavy Eagle.
The wavy Eagle.
But for right now, I'm still the Bald Eagle.
It's me, Mr. Celebration, but I've been given the name Mr. Showtime, so deal with that.
It's 100 Sports.
Yeah, man, we're back. Thank you all for coming, man. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you all for watching.
All three of us, man. We appreciate
the
T-Knight
band
for
is back
chiming
together
in last week. Did a hell of a job.
Listen, man, I love T-Night, but nothing's changed. I still want to punch him in the face. I don't know what it is about him. I just want to punch him in the face.
He's watching, man.
Listen, I love you, bro. Like, we've had this discussion. There's nothing I'm saying behind your back. I don't know what it is about you. I don't like your face.
His chest,
well, listen, I didn't.
That's how I feel about Rafael Nadal.
I don't
like
that's
him.
how I feel about me.
Wow.
No,
I was just gonna say you could have kept that off.
I don't know why I don't like that dude.
Some people, man.
He got a punchable face, man.
T-Night has a punchable face.
I don't like Rafael. If you could
and
fight,
you won't feel
if
bad
you could
about
fight any two celebrities, who would it be? Mine would be
if I could fight
Rafael Nadal and Amy Schumer.
Is this bad?
Why would you fight?
I wanted to fight Ozzie Davis.
Ozzie Davis? The man never did nothing to you.
Man, that's fucked up.
Don't nobody bother the man.
He's never done nothing to me.
Ozzie Davis?
Ozzie Davis?
I would have kept that to myself.
No, man, I gotta think. There's some celebrities that shouldn't be famous. And I know.
Raheem.
From Juice?
From Juice.
Raheem?
Radio Raheem?
From Juice.
Yeah.
Oh, that Raheem.
He dropped them babies later on in life. He's not Raheem to me anymore.
Wait, dropped them babies?
Yeah, Tyler Perry dropped the babies.
No, that wasn't him. Idiot.
That's Raheem. How much
That's Michael Ealy.
I want to fight him too.
What the fuck?
No, he raped in that movie. I want to fight him. Raheem raped in that movie. Raheem raped in the movie.
And what movie?
He didn't drop the babies. He raped in the movie.
That's bad too.
I want to fight him.
But Michael Ealy dropped
this.
Michael Ealy dropped the
escalated
babies
quickly.
All right, let's get the sports, y'all. We sorry. We turned up at him, man.
Raheem shouldn't.
This guy just confused Michael Ealy with Raheem.
But Raheem raped in the same fucking movie. It's still terrible fucking
I think
crime.
you need to take a break from Tyler Perry films.
I don't put him on.
I think when they come on, you should leave the room.
I think so.
I think so.
Well,
yeah.
The White Sox sucks and the Cubs sucks. There goes baseball.
Yeah, man. The Sox are 35 and 47. The Sox are 37 and 41. It's okay. We what? Midway through the season. I mean, the Cubs are 37 and 41. They're fourth in the division.
So I asked a good friend of mine in the group chat first I started the conversation with is Ohtani the best MLB player right now? Because I just seen that crazy stat. He had like 10 strikeouts, 2 home runs last night in some game. And
He's a bad man.
And my boy Pat, we gonna get him on the show. He loves baseball. He knows baseball.
He's a baseball course.
So we got shout out to Pat. We gonna get Pac-Man on here. But anyways, he said no.
No.
He said no. He said best hitter is Louis Arenaz and the best pitcher is Zach Gallen. So I was like, okay, who's the best player overall? Like who's like the best? He said Ronald Acuna. In his opinion, he said the best.
Tony Gwynn?
Right now. We talking about Tony Gwynn.
Here's how I feel on like the greatest
Tony Gwynn.
or like the best topic. Like when you're looking at that, man, it's so many different facets of the game. Right. So it's really unfair to have these types of conversations. But what I will say in regards to baseball as a whole, I'm a baseball fan. I played baseball. Briefly in my athletic career. This is so many pounds ago.
Just to mention.
So many pounds ago.
No, you pretty much been a big guy. You were just agile.
No, buddy. Listen, I've seen the photos, buddy. I was in my bag back then. But this is the most entertaining baseball has been in that I've ever seen.
Really?
Wow.
Really?
The unprofessional.
Really?
Wow. We don't get to shoot so many episodes.
A regular ringtone ain't good enough for you? What is this, 2003? You got to have a song playing?
ESTG is also my alarm.
Wow.
As
I was saying, this is the most interesting baseball has been that that I've ever seen. Like it's fun. You're excited on both ends. You're not just excited about some hitter who's hitting dingers. Like these infielders are amazing. These outfielders are amazing, and they're turning doubles and triples like it's nothing.
That's cool.
But the Cubs and the Sox are they're equally bad. They're both fourth in their division.
For my birthday, I'm going to start a riot. I'm going to the Cubs and White Sox games and all my Cubs apparel. I'll see you at fucking Guarantee Rate.
What's wrong? Listen, I'm a Cub fan. Everybody knows this.
What you think gonna happen? You just want to get
nothing?
or something?
Not a fucking thing, Robert.
Well,
I just won't stand on 35th because people speed cars through there and hit people and drive more than
happen. You're from Chicago, bro. Like,
oh well. Hey man, something good that happened to us in hockey.
Yeah, we got the number one.
We got the number one.
Connor Bedard. Is it Bedard? Yeah. Bedard?
I would say better, but I could be wrong. But this kid is dope.
They say he the truth.
First of all, this kid, he's born in like July of 2005. But this kid, and I say that because technically we're old enough to be this kid's father.
We're old enough to be his dad.
We're literally old enough to be this kid's father. That's why I brought that up. So is Leo Carlson. These kids are young kids. Like we're old enough to be their parents. Anyway,
so basically we could have had a star.
We could have if we were active.
We could have had star hockey or baseball players.
We could have had a star athlete if we were active at that young and unprotectedly active.
Yeah.
But my point is saying that. But this kid he's highly decorated, man. He's won like tons of awards and trophies. This kid is great.
They thought he was going to tell off last year, and he just went out there and played his ass
this
off.
Kid is a stud, man.
Number one pick.
This kid is a stud. 5'8", 185 pounds.
Well, you want to know what I noticed?
5'11".
Not paying enough attention to a hockey. I guess it's better to start your franchise off with a center.
Yeah.
Because 1 through 4, and we don't want to leave the other guys out. Leg Carson went to the Anaheim. Leo.
Leo Carlson.
Adam, I'm going to fuck that last name.
Fantilli.
Don't be out, fellas. He's a center. He went to the Columbus Blue Jackets. Will Smith, that's an easy one for me, fellas. Center, San Jose Sharks. And this was the only pick with that when I did look it up.
Ryan Barker.
No, everybody thought that was fucking weird. He's a defenseman, and guess what? He was ranked number 19. They gave this fucking pick a D+. I don't know you, but I hope your career pans out because right now they think you shit.
Here's how I feel about not necessarily commentators, but these people who
pundits,
these critics of talent.
Us?
No, we don't. We just report what it is and our feelings. You don't know what somebody's potential is going to be. Like there are so many number one, top 10 players who turn out to be busts throughout the league, throughout sports. And there's always this person. Prime example, Steph Curry. If you remember the scouting report on him, man, small, all he could do is shoot, won't be much. This guy's a 3-time champion, so fuck the critics, man. Use that 4-time champion, my bad. Fuck the critics, use that as fuel, and go out there and shock the world. Rumble, young man, rumble.
Well, I hope it pans out. He was the first defensive man picked out for the NHL draft, so
yes, sir.
We will see.
Josh Baylor was traded.
The Blackhawks was fucking active.
Yes, sir.
Traded a 2024 7th-round pick to Tampa Bay for Corey Perry.
Yes, sir. But let the record show. The Hawks might be the most decorated franchise in Chicago.
Oh, pretty much.
We might have to, you know what?
I think they may be the most decorated franchise in Chicago.
The most accomplished.
Yeah.
Because Bulls, six titles.
I think they have
Bears, 1 title. Or is it? No. Is it 2? They got 2. Well, one from way back. It wasn't actually a Super Bowl. It was before the Super Bowl era.
Yeah.
So if you're only including Super Bowl era,
the Chicago Sky have 1. I don't know what the Chicago Fire have done.
The Sox only have
what,
2, 3, or something like that.
Same with the Cubs.
Cubs only got 2. Blackhawks got. Let's look it up.
They got like 10.
Damn, the Blackhawks got 10.
The Blackhawks are up there.
Shit. Yeah.
I'm looking at it right now. Y'all keep going. So I look. They got 6 Stanley Cups, and that.
Well,
although the Bulls got 6, in my opinion, the Stanley Cup that's got to be the hardest championship of all major sports, in my opinion.
Man,
you're on skates, you're on ice.
I kind of want to agree with you, but I don't. But for the research that I did last week for the Vegas Golden Knights, it do seem like it because they just won the championship,
the first one, and they only 7 years old.
Bro, they've been kicking ass throughout. So like, at what kind of point did they build that kind of team? And like the Stanley Cup, like you say, is tough. So
I think the development takes longer. We know championships in general is hard. But even if you don't necessarily agree with that, they got the dopest trophy, man. That trophy cold because it's like it means so much because every name gets put on there. And they built them rings. It's a dope trophy, man. The Stanley Cup.
I agree. The Stanley Cup is a motherfucker.
It's technically not the name, by the way, but we call it that.
The old college football championship, it was a crystal or glass football.
That was hard too.
Oh, it was so hard.
That was hard.
They recently changed.
What's the best? If it wasn't that, what's the coldest trophy to you?
Probably
just from a visual standpoint.
Probably the Stanley Cup.
For me, it's the college
Stanley Cup. What'd you say, Kay?
The Stanley is nice. I like what you get in NASCAR.
What do you get now?
You get a trophy for NASCAR.
You talking about like
which one though? Like because it's called that Brickyard.
I think you talking
about that ultimate.
Yeah, I like that.
The one they used to get Cal Gordon and shit.
Yeah, that would look dope as fuck.
Yeah, that's a nice joint.
Oh, it's about as big as them, right?
Yeah, that motherfucker huge.
Yeah.
But I would also
what's the most boring one then? What's this? Just like
I would probably the NBA.
I would say Major League Baseball.
It's like a Six Flags logo. It's kind of like
yeah.
Busch Gardens.
No. That's just the baseball stigma. The flag they get from baseball.
It doesn't really do anything for me.
I don't think a trophy is something that can be held with one hand. Like, you got to hold a trophy with 2 hands. Like, you can hold the NBA trophy with 1 hand.
But you got to grip it.
But you got to have some big... But the baseball trophy, they hold it with 2 hands. But you can hold that motherfucker at the base like this. And
that's motherfucker like a planet.
Wave it around.
I feel like a trophy should be... Like I said, that's why that Stanley Cup... That thing,
Cup,
it got a story. Every team member gets like a couple days with it. It's a fascinating trophy.
I agree, man.
Well... we should take a poll on that, on what's the best trophy.
We'll do that.
I don't know, man. I may be a little partial to youth sports, 10, 11, 12U, 13U. My son and my nephews kick ass, so I'm a little partial to those guys.
My boy got a nice trophy in that goddamn room.
Hey, man, I'm a little partial to these kids, man.
Some people who might win a trophy. Let's head over to NBA. We did this last week, but just to run it down, the top 5 draft picks of the NBA draft this year was Victor. I am not going to say his last name. I've been practicing it on the game. I'm going to get it before the season. So fuck you.
Hey,
listen. Talking
question. I've seen. I remember vividly in the summer league, Kenny Lofton Jr. backing his ass down. Do you think his stature? Yeah. Do you think his frame, his stature, will be a problem?
He said it won't be. He said I ain't bulking up. He said I've been fine
his
like
game
this.
Better skinny up.
He said his game better skinny up. He said, now that doesn't answer your question, but to actually answer your question, from a injury and health standpoint, I would like to see him build more muscle around himself. Because remember, Greek Freak, skinny bones.
He wasn't that skinny. Though.
He was close.
No.
He was.
No.
Go back and look.
I remember vividly Giannis when he was a rookie. We had Dunleavy Jr. on the team. And he fouled him. Yeah, the Bulls. We had Dunleavy Jr. They fouled him. And Giannis got up and traced him down and like pushed him after a shot. He wasn't that skinny. I'm like, this dude is dirty.
This was him. He had more definition. He had more definition than Wemby.
Pull up Wembanyama.
No, I mean this kind of
Wembanyama is smaller than Kevin Durant, bro.
True.
This is true, but guess what? I mean, they game.
What I'm saying is, Giannis put on a lot of muscle. He put on a lot of mass.
He put on a lot of mass, a lot of bulk.
And we can see the same thing. I mean, you got Tim Duncan down there.
I don't think his frame will allow him to bulk up kind of like Kevin Durant.
Well, let's get the last 4 picks out. You got Brandon Miller, with the Hornets.
So
yeah, they back to back. It kind of looks like they could come out the same player.
It's not that much of a difference, though.
Scott Henderson with the Blazers.
Scoop,
my bad.
Scoop.
I put the extra T on there. My bad. Scoop. My bad, Scoop. Hey, Scoop, what did you guys think about that? Is Scoop kind of telling them to trade Dame? By picking double zero?
I think he wanted him.
You picked fucking double zero because zero was took it.
What you want him to do? Like, players do that shit all the time.
And then you got, I think this is the first time it happened this early in the
brothers?
first round.
Yeah.
You got A-Man and...
Wait a minute. His name ain't no A. What you doing?
What the fuck is his name?
Was it Amin?
I got him on my fucking game. I'm sorry.
A-Man Thompson.
Okay, so who's the fucking fifth one?
You know, you remind me of... You watch Abbott Elementary.
Oh, the lady?
She be fucking up all the people.
Oh, yeah. But see, guess what? At least I know.
Well, actually, she said the name. She said the name correctly. She got the person wrong.
Yeah, at least I know.
It's still funny though.
But we got them back to back, 4th and 5th.
That's dope though. That's
really dope.
I think that's the earliest.
Because it's a lot of brothers.
The Morris 10 wins.
No,
they didn't win. They didn't go. They both went the same.
They went in the first
round, but not back to back.
Yeah, they went later. Shit, a lot of people don't even know.
Both lottery picks too.
Blake had a brother Taylor who's older, who got picked very late by the Suns and then released. Yeah, Blake and Taylor.
Oh, Taylor Griffin.
I don't even remember.
See, yeah, he wasn't a high flyer like that.
He played a few games.
Yeah, let's rewind before we move on. Brandon Miller. Is he trolling or is Paul George his GOAT?
Terrence,
you gotta.
Terrence touched on this last week, and I'm just gonna tell you the same thing that I told him. You don't get to judge these guys; those are their picks.
Man, you gotta look at what's like. A lot of people pick their GOAT based on them, like meaning who embodies their body type, their style of play, things like that. You know, it's like that's his favorite player. That's his GOAT. That's his.
No. Favorite player is one thing.
Yeah,
that's two different things, bro.
That's his GOAT.
If he said my favorite player growing up is Paul George, there would be no argument. He said, "No,
assholes and opinions."
The GOAT was like, "What?"
But listen, buttholes and opinions. Everyone's entitled to them.
No, again,
buttholes and
I just feel like favorite player.
Yeah,
and because I have a favorite player right now, but you're, two different things.
I kind of want to get to the CBA, so we'll run through these two things quick. Harden picked up his option, so he may get traded.
I think he wants to go back to Houston.
That would be the dumbest thing for Houston.
Strip club, baby.
Kyrie to meet with the Suns and the Mavs. What the fuck are the Suns doing?
The Suns, their window is closed. They would not have any depth. They would not. They decimated their team.
And that's a lot of ball dominance.
Nope. They can get Kyrie. It's not going to work.
No disrespect to the community.
The Suns are no longer a threat. I feel like in the West, they have just totally went off the rails as far as.
I don't know what to say. I don't think the Suns should pick up Kyrie. Once again, that's a lot of
they don't need
dominant
Kyrie.
ball dominant players. Pause.
Big pause.
Yeah, a lot of ball dominant players, and what happens is, how do you get everyone else acclimated in a system like that?
It's not
right. I think the Kyrie Luka dynamic would have worked, but they needed a big man of a DeAndre Jordan caliber.
I don't see why they didn't play Christian Woods the way he played in Houston.
Yeah.
I think that's a disgrace that they wasn't able to use him more, maybe in that kind of like pick and roll kind of thing, because he can shoot the jump shot, he can get on the post and shoot the kind of like the hook. I don't think he was utilized the right way in that system.
That happens day in and day out, but we don't know what's going on in the locker room. We don't know what's going on in practice.
New CBA. What minimum? What y'all feel?
We said this was coming.
Minimum was 65 games eligibility for individual awards: MVP, All NBA, Defensive Player of the Year, 6-man. Is 65 enough?
The first person who gets cut out, John Morant.
I think
he has a
25.
30, was it 30 or 25?
25.
25 game suspension. So at most he can
57.
only play 57 games. So is 65 a good number? Because it is 82 games.
Durability, bro.
65.
You can't be the best. You can't be my best.
What
You
they
can't be
give
the best
us,
when you
17
barely here.
games? Just off the top of my head, what's that?
So
17?
65.
82 games is the season.
No, I'm saying you can miss 17.
So 65 games. That is
That's
79. That's 79% of the season. Is that?
That's very
Yeah. However, though.
like
However, what about an injury?
No, I'm saying
That's
I think that's
included,
very injury.
That's included.
Right, but like, let's say you know, ankle, God forbid, whatever, and you miss 18 games. A wrist or hand, you miss 20 games.
I think LeBron kind of started this.
It's in black and white, so that's what it's got to be.
When he didn't take the scoring championship. I think that year he played maybe 47 or 55 games that year. And he missed that last game, and he kind of made himself ineligible before it was really.
That was a few years ago.
You got to respect durability. You got to respect people who go out there night after night, man. All that load management business, dog. Like,
Hey,
I don't care where you work.
Hey.
If you miss more days than you actually work, it's a problem.
Now we don't have to hear this. Now them boys can smoke the weed.
I feel some type of way.
Marijuana has been removed from the anti-drug testing.
I don't know why,
But-
they was all smoking weed anyways.
Now the boys can
not
smoke
like that.
the
Not
weed.
during the season. But they owe players like Eddie Robinson. They owe him an apology. Eddie Robinson was a dope guard. He was really good, but they were on him about the weeds.
The guard from Sacramento. Who?
Tyreek Evans.
Tyreek Evans.
Yeah, they were on him about the weeds. So now, what will Stephen A. Smith have to talk about? The
We
weeds.
can't talk about the weed
The
anymore.
number of two-way players. Wait, what?
The number of two-way
They
players
moved them
in
up from 2 to 3.
franchise can sign has increased from 2 to 3.
I don't follow.
You can only have two-way players last year. You can only have 2, so now you get extra.
But what have we defined as two-way players? Somebody
That I
who...
never knew.
Yeah, you
That's
can
what I'm
send them
saying.
to the you can send them to the G League, and they come.
Oh,
back and-
that type.
Yeah.
I thought you were like...
No. Oh, you meant like Kawhi Leonard?
I'm like,
No.
wait.
Kawhi Leonard,
What?
Jimmy Butler, two-way players. You only have 2 of them on your team, 3 of them. What is this?
So you saying if I find 2 motherfuckers who can
They're
guard
just really good
and
at both ends.
motherfuckers score, you mean I can't have them?
Jeez.
Hey,
Great question.
He was really looking at this shit like
Great question, man.
Hey, what was that Drake video? He was like, what? He's like, what? Wait, what am I reading?
And they finally got here in season tournament.
I'm for it.
Real quick, because I know we gotta go. Do you think they should change? Should they do away with the lottery and make it to where you're still playing for something? Like, because for example,
No, but I brought it up the other day in the group. Everybody laughed at me.
for example,
You mean
am I
tanking the season?
For example, in my fantasy football league, right? The 6 people who are not going to be in the playoffs. See, tanking not going to get you anything. You still playing for something. Of the 6 people who not going to make the playoffs, the person who ended up still having like the most points or better record of those, you're playing. Like, I got the first round pick because although I was eliminated from playoffs, I was still kicking ass at the end. Mm-hmm. So I got the number 1 pick. Like, they got to do something about this tanking shit. And I actually hate the lottery.
Well, what I posted in the group was it was the 4 losing teams play each other, and then that's how you would decide the lottery.
Them bottom 5, 6 teams should
Everybody
play
laughed
for that
me
number
out.
1
Everybody
pick.
laughed me out my own room.
No.
And said basically who wants to see the worst teams. And what I reminded everybody is guess what? San Antonio been giving the NBA the sauce. And guess what? For the last 2 to 3 years, they've been a badass team. So that means before Lonnie Walker became a Laker, he would have played in that lottery game. Before Deontay Murray went to the Atlanta Hawks, he would have played in that motherfucking lottery game. That's not a bad team. They're just having bad luck, and they're not a good team going against other good teams. Mm-hmm. So guess what? When you put them in maybe a serious or just maybe one of those one-off games, guess what? I don't think that's bad basketball. Somebody compared it to the Summer League.
Yeah.
So.
Well, what's that?
In-season tournament is going to be the first 2 months. Everybody will be involved.
What's
and
the
go
point
down
of
to
it?
18 games. At the end of it, I guess more eyes on the basketball. You get to determine 2 championships. So maybe let's just say somebody who's not good at the end of the season get to say that they won the in-season tournament. The final 4 teams, they get compensated. All the games count towards the regular season except for the championship game. So you'll still always be playing for something.
I just want to put it out there that the only reason Eric brought up playing for something, elimination, was to bring up the fact that he wasn't number 1, but he got the number 1 draft pick and how well he did in the finish.
So wait a minute, can I point out something though? I've never seen this before, so I would like to equate it to a little bit of being light skinned. Eric's taking selfies because he knows it's the end of the show.
I just want to put out here, and I want to say it on camera, that I am deeply saddened because I love you guys. And I look at you as more than just friends and casual friends. And I found out via social media that Eric was fighting and that he won.
Wait, well, I didn't find out like that. He sent it to my phone.
Because I think he loves you better than me.
I just found out.
Well, it doesn't show on camera.
Yeah, well, I just put it out there. I said it, and I'm not taking it.
Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen?
What you gonna do about it?
Well, I'm gonna pick up something and knock the fuck out of you. Is what I'm gonna do.
See where I got my belt?
I'm gonna call the proper authorities to handle it.
Because guess what? Now he knows that shit. But you wanna know who I'll call for him? Well, I'll just call Nick. Don't worry about it. I got a story for you.
Yeah, you know Nick the man.
But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for always watching. It is I, the Dreadhead Monster.
You know what
Showtime celebration, whatever you want to call me.
And Eagle.
I'm sorry.
Bald Eagle.
No.
Wavy Eagle.
Wavy Eagle.
Wavy
Okay.
Eagle.
Darius is in the back. Shout out to Not Your Average
Blame
Podcast. He's the formerly Blame Him.
Yeah.
I am the artist formerly known as
shout out to her. Shout out to Mikey. Shout out to Just B. The Ain't Ish Off Limits Podcast. Coalition of Culture. We are everything.
We doing our
Coalition of Culture. Shout out.
Shout out.
I drunk mine, guys.
Right.
Thank you for watching. Out of here.